Is Near Protocol the next big altcoin gem, or is it just another fad, guys? Today we're going to be covering Near Protocol in the ecosystem in this video. But first, the reason why you probably clicked on this video is because Near Protocol has been absolutely pumping lately, coming off that $1 or even going below $1 low, hitting about $1 and $1.50. Pretty big stuff. It's been making massive moves, since it bottomed. And that's why we're talking about it today in this video, because it's getting a lot of attention now because it pumped, made people money, of course. Now, let's take a look at the price action of Near Protocol. So, the token was initially launched back in October 20th, and during the bull run when Bitcoin first made its big move up, it touched around, $6. And then, interestingly enough, in actually January of 2022, post Bitcoin crashing, it made its high at around $20, it seems. And then it made another high, it came down, and then it made another high in April 2022, pretty odd, hitting around $18. Pretty interesting stuff there. Kind of weird how that all played out. And now it's made its way down. Of course, with the bear market, a lot of the altcoins got slaughtered, and they also did, FTX had some exposure to Near, so that didn't help either. But let's get into it. So first, let's take a look at it. Of course, it's trading at $1.49 with a market cap of almost $1.5 billion, and it's sitting at 36 right now. It's got some volume going on, and if you take a look at this, the total supply of Near is 1 billion tokens, and right now the circulating supply, there's only 10 million left to be circulating supplied. Let's go down here. As we take the Near Protocol, it's listed on Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, the classics, and most of you guys have probably heard of it. We take a look at the market cap. The market cap's, it's come down significantly, kind of like everything else in the market. But yeah, let's get into it. First of all, let's take a look at Near Protocol raising money. So Near Protocol has a ton of money, and they actually raised $350 million from Tiger Global and a couple other guys at the beginning of 2022. They have money. That is one thing they do have. I'm not sure how much money they have now, but they did at some point have a lot of money. So that's something to keep note of, because in order to keep the show going on and to keep it going efficiently, you need capital to, give for grants, et cetera, et cetera. Now let's take a look at the Twitter. So first of all, I just want to say this off the bat. If you're in the Near Protocol, every cryptocurrency is a cult. And there are people who probably bet their life savings on Near Protocol. I don't know why you do that, but there is going to be a little bit of criticism in this video, so just going to say that. We're going to be covering the good and the bad. I'm going to give you my honest review. So first of all, let's take a look at the Twitter, how popular they are. Well, you look at it and it says 1.8 million followers. There's a 0% chance. I would say probably 100,000 of those followers are actually real. There is no way they have 1.8 million real followers, and I'll tell you how I know this. Well, I don't actually, 100% know, but I was in, the Near Protocol ecosystem. I was actually pretty deep into it in 2022, and I got into it, and I remember in about summer of 2022, they had probably 500,000 something followers, 600K, and you're telling me they've gained 1.2 million followers over a bear market? But brother, there's not 1.2 million people in this fucking crypto ecosystem right now. There's probably 10,000 of us right now. So a lot of these followers are just fucking fake, but I'm pretty sure we all know this. Every single foundation's Twitter, they all fake followers. So it's not a big deal, but I just want to point that out, that this 1.8 mil is 100% not real at all. It's not even close to 1.8 million, but I'm sure you guys already know that. I'm not trying to FUD. I'm just telling you guys, the reality of it. Yeah. Anyways, let's take a look at Near in the actual, blockchain built for an open web. So let's take a look at what Near's actually trying to be as a technology. We're going to cover the tech first. Because we're all here for the tech, am I right? But anyways, created with simplicity in mind, Near is built from the ground up to be prominent, secure, scalable, and eco-friendly. So one of the big things Near tries to promote is that they're easy, they're fast, and it's easy to build on as well. So as it says here, Near, the blockchain for end users. Near brings users to the main stage, setting up Web3 for mass adoption. And expensive, blazing fast, and reliable. Once again, this is kind of, I don't necessarily like that they're leaning on this narrative it's fast, but I feel like every single new L1 that came out in the last couple of years, they're all trying to say they're all super fast, and Solana is the king of that. So Solana is the king of, they own that narrative for this, L1 ecosystem, in my opinion. Now, one of the narratives I do like is that they're saying it's the blockchain for developers. that it's easy to build on, and I think it's good because you need to differentiate yourself from the pack. If you just completely rely on, hey, we're fast and scalable, yeah, Solana's saying the same thing, and they're bigger than y'all. So, but as it says here, smart contracts, Near's WebAssembly, runtime lets you craft smart. And I'm not going to head into the nitty gritty of this. I'm just giving you a broad outlook. What are the actual narratives that most normal people are looking at when they go to their fucking website? That's what we're going to be covering. So as it says here, smart contracts, Near's WebAssembly, runtime lets you craft smart contracts using well-known languages such as JavaScript and Rust. And this is very good that they, let you use JavaScript and Rust because it lowers the barrier to entry because those are the two most popular. Well, JavaScript and Python are the two most popular languages, but Rust is also very popular too. So what it's doing is it's allowing more builders to come in and more devs to come in, so more projects can be spun up, etc. Built-in app account abstraction. Cover gas fees for your users using built-in meta transactions. Built-in developer incentive. Every time code runs on a smart contract, the contact developer earns 30% of the gas, and then it says Near technical marvel. Every project says their technical marvel. Near's efficient and robust protocol stands as a true marvel of modern technology. Horizontal scaling with sharding. So they have a different, mechanism called sharding, and there's a whole video. There's a good series that Near Protocol YouTube has where they break down all this shit, but I'm not going to get into it today. Environmentally friendly. This could honestly, the ESG narrative is dying, and I don't really give a shit about it personally. But as it says, Near consumes in a year the same energy that Bitcoin consumes in 3 minutes. Which, I understand to like a normal person, this is probably going to maybe get them. But to me, it's like Near and Bitcoin are completely different, so I don't give a shit. But that's just my personal opinion, We know that the whole environment thing is it's very controversial. We're not going to dive into it right now, but yeah. Anyways, a chain you can trust, 10 million blocks traded in a span of 2 years with 100% uptime. It's good to know that the blockchain's working. And then built for and by the community. And we're going to get into the community a little bit because there is some interesting things that have been happening in Near in the past, year or so. But yeah, the blockchain for everyone. Overall, and I do like the rebrand. So Near rebranded from kind of a white color to this new mint green color. And I do enjoy the rebrand. And they've also kind of been feeding into that AI narrative as well, which I think is good because, you got to stand out for the pack. And AI is very hot. And there's going to be a lot of money made in AI, a lot of innovation done with AI. So I think it's good that they're leaning into it. And overall, I think, marketing, branding wise, they've done a pretty good job. So I'm going to give them a good job on their little rebrand. But as it says this, the OS for an open web, effortlessly create and distribute decentralized apps on any blockchain with the boss. This is another narrative they've been pushing. So there's a better way to build. Imagine if online experiences we use every day were more transparent, resilient, shaped and controlled by the creators and users. Truly developer-owned application hosted with zero setup, fewer costs, a new and open digital economy. And that's one of the things I like about this. It's just very easy to build on. And overall, great website too. This is really nice. Good marketing. Good stuff. Now let's talk about the exposure to FTX. So the Near Foundation, they did have a little bit of exposure to FTX and that, but really like nothing. And as we see let's take a look at back in November. So back in November, as you can see right here, this was when FTX happened. It absolutely dumped. And I was there for that. So, yeah. Now let's talk about ecosystem projects. So before we get into this, I'm going to be covering two of my favorite projects in the ecosystem. In full disclosure, I have a bag of Jump DeFi, and I actually used to work for them back in 2022. And then I ended up, leaving the team and everything at the beginning of 2023 because I got less involved with the Near ecosystem. I basically left the ecosystem. The Near ecosystem, there's a lot of cool people there. There's a lot of dope buildings. And I want to shout out Jump DeFi because I'm going to just say this real quick. They don't get enough love in the Near ecosystem. And we're going to get into, some of the, stuff that's going on, interesting stuff. But let's talk about Jump DeFi. Jump DeFi is basically, your standard. It's a DEX, and it also has a bunch of other stuff. You can do NFT staking, jump vesting, bridge, spin up a token, swaps, pools, farming. It's your go-to shop, for all that fun DeFi shit on Near protocol. And they don't get enough love. They don't get enough love from the foundation. I don't know why, because, shout out David Lira and Noah and the whole gang at Jump DeFi. They're carrying that shit. They are carrying Near, and I don't care what anyone says. They carry that ecosystem, straight up. Anyways, this is another project. Once again, I think they're doing good stuff. And once again, I have a bag of Nico. I used to also do work for them. It's a meme coin on Near protocol, the biggest meme coin, and they're producing content every single day. They're producing a lot of content. Once again, they don't get enough love. I don't know why. And now let's get into it. So this is one of the interesting things that happened with Near. So their foundation, as Noah puts out, Noah works for Juntify and Nico, good friend of mine, by the way, friends with David as well. He puts in here, society if Paras had received the grant funding instead of FNF. And this is like kind of one of the most interesting things, because what happened was literally the Near Foundation gave $10 million to this this project called Few and Far. And of course, they didn't do fucking dick with it, which is a damn shame, because I promise you, if you gave David Lear and Noah and all them just $1 million, they would do 20x what these motherfuckers are doing. Okay? 20x. Why did they need $10 million? I'm not trying to dick on them, but let's just take a look at their Twitter real quick. Okay, they don't even allow people to reply. Like, what is this? How many posts have they done? Let's see, October 16th, September 12th. Bro, they have been posting 3 times in the last month. Absolutely a damn shame. And this is one of the biggest problems with some of these protocols. We saw it with Harmony and Near Foundation. You know, I know I used to work for y'all. I got a couple grants from you guys, but you need to step it up. Start allocating your bread toward the people who are actually building, like David Lear. Cut the bullshit. I'm tired of it. You need to start allocating money to people who show up every single day and build. Okay? It's the truth. And I don't even understand why these users need $10 million. It's literally, what is this? It's just another NFT marketplace. Why? Do you think allocating $10 million to this would blow up the Near ecosystem? Instead, you guys can't allocate at least 1/10 of that to these guys who are actually shilling your bags daily? I mean, seriously though. So that's my whole take on Near. I think they have good marketing. The foundation does a good job marketing, and it's great technology. The way they're allocating their capital to their ecosystem is garbage. It's terrible. Let me just say, awful. Bad. Like, it's not good. They need to start allocating their capital to real builders. And that's something we've seen this happen once and I know they probably, they regret it. The foundation's probably like, oh, they fucked up, blah, blah, blah. But moving forward, y'all got to start giving it to the real builders. Give it to the people who fucking show up. I'm sick of this shit. I hate when that happens, when some people just show up out of nowhere, and then the foundation will be like, oh, we're just going to give these guys X amount of money. It's like, who the fuck are they? And then they just take the money and they're like, oh, well, runway's out. It's like, bro, there's people out here grinding and they don't even have runway. They're just fucking, doing it after their job and shit like that. But yeah, guys, that's my little rant. And I overall think Near, once again, and let me talk about this, there isn't really that any big influencers that talk about Near. Can you make money on Near Protocol the token? Yes. People will make a lot of money on Near Protocol the token. And I think a big, thing that plays into this is the fact that it did get bat down hard by Sam Bankman-Fried and the boys. So I think people are going to make money on Near. I think you can make money on most of these crypto tokens. Overall, I like the project. I think it's cool. I did, kind of go on a little rant and everything about the foundation, the money that's being allocated. But that needs to be talked about. And that's something that you can watch any altcoin reviews, blah, blah, blah. But they never talk about what's actually going on within the ecosystem. And that's very important because, you can have the tokenomics and this and then that. But if the ecosystem's a big fuck up, then it's never going to make it. But overall, yeah, you can make money on this crypto. Where do I think it's going to go? I honestly have no clue. I don't know. It's a small crypto. I would say, if you're going to have some exposure, not financial advice, but if you're going to have exposure to it, it's not a coin you're going to go all in on. Maybe you go all in and make a ton of money. I don't know. I personally don't own any Near. Actually, I own probably $10 a Near or something, but I don't own any, and I'm probably not going to buy any, to be honest. I just want to make this video and cover it because I know it's been pumping, and some of you guys are probably curious, etc. Yeah, guys, that's all we got for this video. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter. First link in the description. I'm keeping it real as always. Always dropping that fire content. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. And yeah, thank you for watching.